Hello world, it's Siraj. I'm here at Udacity with Sebastian Thrun, and today we're going to be talking about what's hot with deep learning.
So do you teach AI and machine learning? Do you see a confusion in general for normal people between correlation and causation, or do you think people understand that?
I think there's still a lot of confusion around both of those things. So let's say we got a result for classification for an image. We can say one of the causes of that was the type of data we had was really quality, but we're not sure. But there can be a lot of confusion around what's hidden inside of these layers. There have been a lot of theories like, why do neural nets work so well? Max Tegmark had a paper on it's because the universe has these encoded rules for intelligence.
Interesting.
So I think I'm still
figuring. I wish we could teach politicians the difference between causation and correlation, right? The new administration, for example, who's made some interesting claims, which I would say things sometimes correlate, like maybe trade agreements and decline of labor in certain places, but they're not necessarily causations of this. They could actually be the opposite. And it's very hard to discover causation, because in the end of the day, you have to not just observe and watch and hypothesize, you have to usually intervene with the system itself. And sometimes you're not afforded to do this, right? So does human activity cause global warming? Some people say no, it doesn't, because it's just a correlation. It so happens there's more human activity and global warming at the same time. Big open question.
Yeah. But climate change is probably real.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's been documented.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Do you say like myths about AI in the world? Something you want to kind of tell people is untrue about AI?
I think one thing that is a myth is that there is a difference between machine intelligence and artificial intelligence. To me, I mean, there's a lot of terminology, there's a lot of terms in machine learning, and we should just not confuse people in thinking these are two different things. It's pretty much the same thing at this point, right?
I mean, if I look at this, all my friends, they point at Hollywood as a way to characterize AI. And I would say every single depiction of AI I've seen in movies is badly wrong. And
it's so
the
bad.
biggest mistake that I see, apart from whatever the fiction story is that these characters have emotions and feelings and so on. I mean, when I build AI, I don't want AI with emotions. I don't want my refrigerator to fall in love with my dishwasher, and I come into my kitchen and it says, sorry, you insulted me yesterday, I won't keep your food cold anymore because I'm in love with the dishwasher. Yeah. I mean, you want reliable systems. So for me, AI is a way to augment people and a technology that makes us stronger and better human beings, not something that takes over and has emotions.
Totally. And the superintelligence scenario is one that I think about all day. And it's interesting because I don't think anyone's ever shown what that's like in Hollywood. Transcendence was like a good attempt, but like it ended up being a terrible movie. So, you know, like Johnny Depp, like he awakened on his iPad with like binary numbers, like he's like waking up, like it's gonna visually show that.
Great visuals, come on.
Yeah, okay, you're right, yeah.
I mean, for me, the Matrix movie at least had some interesting themes to it. It did raise the question, what if we get this big simulation going? Elon Musk talks about it. He says we very likely already live in a simulation, and this rationale is, well, computer simulations get better and better and better, and eventually it's going to be so realistic that we can't disambiguate with real life anymore. The window in between is very short. We might already be beyond this window, we just don't know.
It's totally possible, yeah. I mean,
feels real.
It feels real, as Morpheus would say. What is real? But yeah, I'm okay with it being a simulation. It's like, whatever.
I treat it as real for the time being. It's much more fun this way.
Yeah. And then VR will happen and we'll have full immersion and we'll just keep going down the endless chain of virtual worlds. And
it's so amazing to live right now, isn't it? I mean, 150 years ago, that language would have made zero sense.
0 sense, yeah. And we all have this computer in our supercomputer in our pockets, and the capabilities of kings.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing.
It's an incredible time to be alive. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about deep learning and want to get your hands dirty building real AI, check out our program at the link below.